Would you like to know why it would be in your best interest to make sure your clients are educated and involved in the care of their property? Well, stay tuned to find out, guys. What's going on, guys? JC here from Lawn Squad Mowing. I am a member of Echo Means Business's UAG program, User Advisor Group. If you'd like some more information on that, make sure you visit www.echomeansbusiness.com. Make sure you sign up for a free membership to Echo Means Business. There you'll find a lot of useful information for pros by pros to help you better your business. Now, I want to touch upon this subject, and it's about why it would be in your best interest to educate and have your clients involved in the care of their property. Now, the other day I was doing a servicing a client's property, and she ended up coming out and we had a conversation. And I noticed that she had a lot of questions. And let me go back for a minute real quick. I know a lot of us have clients who have busy lives. They don't have the time, the resources, or even the equipment to do a lot of things that we do for them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't want to be involved in their property. People want to go out there every now and then and kind of just have a role and do some things and work outside, get some fresh air. And why not educate them in helping them so that they could help us in the long run, right? So one of the things that came up in the conversation was, she asked me, what could I do in order to help out and make my property look better alongside of the stuff that you do? And quite frankly, there's so many things that you could kind of educate your clients on, and it doesn't necessarily take away from the roles or the duties or the jobs that you do. I think the combined effort, both of you could kind of pat each other on the back and say, hey, listen, the final outcome of this property is a result from the hard work that we do and the contributions that your clients are doing as well too. So one of the topics that I informed the client about is about irrigating their yard. Now, she doesn't have an irrigation system, but this client never went out and would never water their lawn. They just rely on rainwater. And we all know how important that really is to kind of help with the aesthetics and the quality and the health of people's lawns. And when we go, especially during the summertime, to mow. So that was one of the key points that I kind of mentioned to them as well too. Another thing that I noticed is that not a lot of customers know, but they do want to know, but they don't necessarily know when is a good time to go and buy things at Home Depot or any hardware store and apply certain things to the problems that they see. Now, we're there either once a week or once every 2 weeks. We're not there all the time. So the homeowner obviously knows more of what's going on in their property for the most part than we do. Now, yeah, we have a little more familiarity with, just mowing and kind of going around the property. But as far as an everyday basis, if they have an insect problem, or if they have, they want to apply certain types of fertilizers that we don't necessarily do, we could educate them on the time frame of when they need to do that. For example, if we wanted to educate our customers into applying a grub preventer, something that we don't offer, but something that would help with their property, we could educate them as to what they could buy, when they could apply it, and how much they could apply at a time. We could kind of coach them. And by doing so, the final product kind of becomes better. If you have a customer who's partaken in watering their lawns, doing these types of things, well, it's only going to add to the better overall look of that property once you're done doing what you do. Now, I think it's a win-win because clients get a fulfillment of what they want to do. I know for my very own property, I like to go out there and do the things that I like to do. Obviously, I'm a little more educated than the average homeowner, but I think people just don't want to be stuck inside their homes on their day off and feel like they can't touch their own property because we're the ones going out there and servicing it. Now, if you have an all-around service, that may be a little different if you're offering a lot of different products or whatever, or if you're offering a lot of different services for those lawns. That lawn, basically that property becomes yours in essence. But I know that a lot of customers like to go out and plant flowers and maybe do some landscaping on their own, go out and do some raking, things of that nature. But I think if you educate them, give them tips, give them advice, tell them why you do things, right? There's a reason why we mow at a certain height. There's a reason why, we bag as opposed to mulch, right? Those little variations of knowledge, of information, really kind of gives a detail as to what the customer knows about the services that we provide. And then it justifies the fact that, hey, listen, I'm paying this company for this service. Now I know why they're doing the things that they do. Now I know why they recommend some of the recommendations that they give me. So I think that relationship and building with a client is very important. In the long run, I think everybody's hands involved, even in just a little bit, if you get them kind of participating, it makes them feel better. It gives them fulfillment. I know it would for me. I know whenever I hire a company for something else completely different, I want to know what they're doing just because I want to know what I'm paying for. But also too, just kind of have that fulfillment inside of knowing that, hey, listen, some of the stuff that I've done has helped and contribute into the overall look and appearance of my yard. Hope that makes sense. I don't know. I just kind of came up during a conversation, but I think educating your customers is a really important thing. Communicating with your customers, and it might be something that you want to think about. So don't ever hesitate if somebody asks you for advice or things that they could do. Share that knowledge with them, and in the long run, it's going to help both of you guys out. Hope you guys enjoyed this information. I know it's just kind of out of the blue, but if you like this information and if you'd like to know more, again, make sure you visit www.echomeansbusiness.com. Download the app. There's forums, there's questions, there's messaging. It's all free. It's a great, great, great place to be for pros by pros. So take care, guys. Be safe and have a good season.